A group of Australian Olympians have put their names to an open letter criticising the federal government's funding for elite sport. Leading athletes and administrators say it's threatening our reputation as a serious sporting nation.
The favourite of the 9 runners, Herb Elliott of Australia.
Australia has a long history of international sporting success.
The birth of a legend, Ian Thorpe.
But some of our greatest Olympians believe the future could be very different.
We've reduced our funding over the past 8 years by $30 million. So we're asking our athletes to do more and more on less and less.
Most Aussies would really believe that being a successful sporting nation matters dramatically. It's time for an intervention.
40 current and former top athletes, including former Wallabies captain Phil Kearns and Olympians Ian Thorpe and Kate Campbell, have signed an open letter urging the Prime Minister to boost funding for elite sport. Our reputation as a sporting nation and as a nation of healthy, optimistic people is under threat, the letter warns. We are now a bronze medalist as the most obese nation in the English-speaking world. It is a gold medal we don't want to win. The Australian Olympic Committee boss today taking the message to Canberra.
And if the funding trend continues for Olympic sports, results at Games will decline. And in time, so will participation, leading to a very small talent pool and therefore relevance as a sport.
The Sports Minister says it's not just the federal government that needs to act.
We've got state institutes of sport that are just critical in that 10-year pathway towards an elite performance at an international event.
Despite the government this morning announcing an additional $50 million for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, the AOC wants an ongoing commitment of an extra $60 million per year for Olympic sports. It's an investment they say has long-term benefits, including tackling the obesity crisis by inspiring children to lead more active lives.
Sport was always provided in schools many years ago, and it's not now always. So there's a real risk that children are actually sitting on couches with screens in front of them and actually not doing the daily requirements.
A plea from Australia's sporting heroes to continue kicking goals for generations to come. Lydia Feng, SBS World News.